awesome.
Alright.
I'm waiting for a lot of polls.
Right. So, do you guys want to do a recap for Florida Man since he will be joining us on this
Sure.
glorious expedition?
Sure. Oh, let me turn recording.
Start
Just in
recapping
case.
while I organize my sheet.
Alright, so the group arrives at a small frontier town in the aftermath of a recent bandit incursion. Several dead bodies around, nothing, though due to the efforts of a single man, it's not actually too bad, I believe.
Okay.
I would say so.
So
Actual Chad.
the group goes and kicks down a couple of doors and rescues a couple of people, who turns out to be the mayor of the town.
You just know him as the old man of the town. That's about it.
old man of the town.
Uh, so we should kill him.
No.
Oh, it's not Florida man. And after saving him, the party decides to go and raid the local tavern. Finding some very watered down beer, which nonetheless somehow has some anomalous properties. Then,
SCP Foundation, let's go.
then we go to there are two townhouses side by side, and we go into the left one, and we meet a really creepy old man who who's also really powerful and well, he seems to be pretty powerful, judging from his use of magic to pull Toby away into the spirit dimension or fucking Shadow Realm or something.
Tea, remember that?
Yes. Oh yeah, and he serves some weird tea. My character doesn't drink it. Nick Beard's character does, and he begins to feel more intoxicated as the tea as he continues to drink the tea up until he finishes the tea.
It was vodka all this long.
At which point, every single effect is gone. Toby is put. He also sells Neckbeard. He gives some ordering forms to Neckbeard because his character wanted to buy a couple of teacups.
Teacups that didn't make Dan burn your hand when you held them. It was cool.
Yeah, and as Toby had posted in scheduling, that's basically what's happened. Her character said, "Come in," to the man in his own home. So for that lapse of etiquette, I assume he got Henri got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Well, mentally at least. She doesn't actually like leave the room when that happens. She's just kind of like sitting there. So no wacky teleportation stuff happens. Should have probably said that. Oops. Right.
After that, the party goes into the other townhouse and they meet a significantly friendlier man who, fuck, what was his name again?
Jimmy. It was Jimmy.
Jimmy.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Jimmy. So he's big. He defends the town from bandits because he's a big man and he really likes to beat the shit out of them. He warns the party about the creepy old man next door, and he says to not drink. And if you ever drink the tea, you need to finish all of this. And we finished the session with bonfire night with Jimmy.
Bonfire night.
Creating a really massive fucking fire and getting emotionally distraught when the fire goes out.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh yeah, Oprah hates me.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
Alright.
Alrighty.
So, do we have a scene yet, or?
Well, it's kind of like a border town, So it's like definitely more rural, less of like not really many people pass through. So it's more of a quiet-ish area, you would say.
Okay, okay. I was asking if we had like a picture or like a drawing or something. I can
Me
like
and art
open up
skills?
MS
No.
Paint and like draw it out.
I could open MS Paint and be like, hi.
Okay,
No,
we
no,
see we have this terribly drawn house.
of course, of course. I mean, I probably should do like a map of sorts. That would be good.
Yeah, we should probably, but you know, we
To the three people who were here last time, because J-Rock, you're technically not here yet, so
yes.
exist. To the three people here, you guys all went to sleep in Jimmy's, you would assume, like, boarding home or whatever. You spend the night. It's not that bad. Definitely some odd noises going on in the house on the left.
Squeaking?
Like,
Wait, the house on the left is where the sketchy guy lives, right?
oh yeah. Some odd noises you can't really place, but yeah, other than that. kinda
Bed
peaceful.
squeaking, floor bouncing,
Nope.
wall banging.
Oh,
Someone else
loud
living in the house
screams.
is like an 80-year-old maid. I don't want to think about that.
An 80-year-old man with his 80-year-old maid.
Break into to his house, do some hello neighbor shit.
No.
Sorry.
Alright.
Alrighty, so you guys awake to a decently cloudy day. Like, it's not raining, not really sunny, but it's just humid and just cloudy, and it's just gray. And you wake up and you're like, Anyways, you all get up and, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I appear on the horizon.
Bruh, no. Get
It
out.
is I, Florida man. Where is the Madagascar?
Tape flowing in the
I'm gonna
wind
look out the window.
on top of the hill.
Gonna
He
look out
flicks
the
his
window.
around the ground.
Yeah.
So on the horizon,
I was server muted on
you
Discord.
see a black dot. It doesn't really seem to be moving, but you're more concerned about what it is rather than like if it poses a threat or not. It's
I'm
just
gonna
kind
lean out
of
the window and yell, "What the fuck are you?"
you can't open the window.
Oh.
Mic
Like
off.
you can't really open it. Like it's no not an openable window.
Dang.
Dang.
In that case, I will not do what I previously suggested.
Mic on.
Alrighty.
I want to leave my room and find Jimmy.
Are you taking stuff with you or leaving it still in your room?
I'll be fine.
So you go downstairs into what you would assume to be his kitchen-ish area. Kitchen with dining room attached. Not yet, J-Rock. You will have your time. And you see Jimmy kind of just standing over the sink being like, what shall I do? What shall I do?
Morning, Jimmy.
Oh, hello there. How'd you sleep?
Just fine.
See, I can't think of anything for food for this morning. So, first idea, go.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea.
What ingredients are there?
I'm server muted in
He
Discord,
opens
so I
up a
can't say
cabinet
anything.
and it's almost empty. You see, like, you would assume quite old tomato. There's a can in there. You don't know what's in it. You don't really want to know. And other than that, yeah, nothing much. Nothing much at all.
I'm gonna come downstairs.
Right, so the three of you are in his dining room, and he's kind of looking somewhat panicked because he has no food to offer you.
Hang on, Jimmy. Where do you get your food usually? Is there a farm around here or something, or?
Well, um, You see the farm. It's every time we grow stuff, the bandits are come over and take it. So we just kind of don't grow anything here anymore. We just wait for supply runs to come from either one of the towns. And that's gonna be in 2 days.
Oh,
And he looks like quite sad.
Just out of interest in this world, what's the wildlife like in this world? Like, is it?
Well, in the general area, it's like quite sparse to be found, considering it's like rolling plains. You would like see because it's like you could watch your dog run away from home for like a solid half an hour and still be able to see your dog. So like imagine that, like that flat. Like there's basically nothing. There's a few trees around, but it doesn't really look like much is living here. Other than like small animals, you would say. If any at that.
Jimmy, how about we go to the tavern and get some food? Does the tavern sell food?
The tavern does, yes, it does. That would be a good idea. Let's head out then. Sorry I couldn't supply of any food this morning.
No issue.
And then you all kind of head over to the tavern, walk in
Has
the
the
door.
black dot gotten any bigger?
Hmm?
Has the black dot on the horizon gotten any bigger? Or is it just still just a black speck?
You can't really see it from where you guys are. Like, you would have to like walk behind the townhouses to be able to see it.
Okay.
So you can't really see it from the tavern. Anyways, you guys open the door to the tavern and you see the tavern owner standing behind the bar looking could be worse.
is it the
Quite
same
bored.
girl that was at the bonfire night?
Oh yeah. She
I'm
looks
gonna
up,
wave at her
sees
with
all
like my
four of
whole
you. She sees you waving and immediately is just, oh,
arm.
oh,
When I say waving, I mean like the way I wave at people at school, like with my whole arm, like
oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She's like, oh, it's you guys again. Oh, hello, Jimmy. And that's about it. Right. Let me
I was
drink
trying to
water
see-
to stay hydrated.
Oh, good. Stay hydrated.
Stay
Hydrate,
hydrated,
hydrate.
folks. Right. So she looks at you guys and starts kind of spouting off some random nonsense directed at Henri. You can't really hear it, but you can definitely assume it's not nice. But it's like, and then she's like, anyways, can I interest you guys in some food here?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go see what we have. And then she goes off into the back of the storeroom. And she's gone for 4 or so minutes.
But it was 2 days ago.
Comes back out with like oddly portioned plates of you would assume rations that they had, or like canned stuff that they just randomly opened and were like, "Gadunk." And she comes out with that and she's like, here you go, eat up. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Thank you.
And then she kind of looks over at Jimmy and is like, this is going on your tab. And then Jimmy looks quite disturbed.
How much is this plate?
How much for the meal?
She looks over at you guys and says, "Oh, don't worry about payment, except for you, Henri."
Fuck. That was in character, by the way. How much is it?
Except 2.
Except Henri.
Oh.
It'll be a piece of gold.
A These okay, I can do that. I'm gonna give it to her.
Thank you for your patronage. And then she takes it and goes, puts it in back room of sorts. Can't really tell where she puts it. Just back there somewhere.
Why does she hate? Why did she hate Toby's character again? I don't remember.
I
Bonfire
think
night.
she was pestering her for alcohol.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, like too much.
Listen, I
I
only
think she
asked for
hated
like.
me because I touched that bottle.
Yeah, kinda. She's kind of glaring at you as well. But then it's like, what can you do?
Mm.
Oh shit! She banned me from her tavern, didn't she? Whoops.
Wait, I don't remember this.
Yes,
Um,
yes, she did.
Oh well.
I
But
charged
because-
you triple.
Well, she's kind of like, you remember what I said last night, right?
No, sorry, I forgot. Do you want me to
Okay.
like eat my lunch
It's-
inside
No,
or?
Sure, I
it's
love.
okay. You're with your group and you're with Jimmy, so I'll let you go this time. Just you can come in with the groups, you can come in with Jimmy, but just please never come here on your own.
Okay.
What's the meal like?
It's kind of just like soup, except like everything soup. So kind of just like some random stuff you would assume they kind of just found,
Mm-hmm.
all kind of
Better
mixed
than
up to
nothing.
one. It's not that bad tasting. Like it's kind of just like, it's food. Definitely fills you up. And other than that, after you guys finish, she's like, "Okay, can you please leave with this one here?
Hi.
I don't want her here."
Aw.
Okay.
And then she's kind of like, "Shoo, shoo, go do stuff."
When we leave, I talk to Jimmy, and I say, I was thinking, you're a pretty formidable person to fight. Have you ever thought of attacking the bandits instead of waiting for them to attack you?
Well, you see here, um, we don't really know where they come from.
Hmm. Why don't we follow them next time they raid? Once you chase them off, we follow them.
Well, I always could, but then if I get lost leaving, then I couldn't find my way back, and then the town would be defenseless.
Hmm.
So,
Why don't next time they raid, we come with you because we'll be able to find our way back. Could be a good idea to
yeah,
help
that could be a
protect the
good
town from-
idea.
Yeah, just something I thought of last night. So next time they
that's
raid,
good.
we may be able to do that.
Or we could go off so that the town doesn't left defenseless while we go off and while we go and
Thinking
That
of their
might be a
numbers,
better
we can't deal
idea.
with that. Thinking of their numbers, don't they have like 40 people? I don't know if we can handle that.
yeah.
We would need Jimmy with us.
Could always keep one of you guys in the town,
Yeah.
but then it's kind of like splitting up party.
Mm.
Yeah. Party split.
Party split, woohoo! Anyways, as you guys are leaving the tavern to go do business elsewhere, the black dot that Henri saw out of her window is now on the path into town, and he's just the black dot is just sitting on the path. You can't tell if it's moving towards you or away from you, but it's definitely like there, and you definitely notice it.
This is Jimmy. I think we need to go talk to the old man, the village old man. Unless you guys have anything else we need to do. You want to do with Jimmy? Because I'm thinking the old man may have something for us to do. Or should we wait for that black speck? Or that black dot?
All right, which old man were you talking about? Because I'm
Not the creepy one, not the creepy one.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, he could do something for you as well.
Oh, he definitely could. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
not the not the one in the townhouse. I won't say creepy because that that is how one gets.
There's a slight pressure on your forehead as you think of creepy.
Oh, fun.
But it goes away pretty quick. Anyways, so you guys are gonna go talk to the old man of the town?
You guys, or unless you guys want to talk to Jimmy more.
Yeah, let's go talk to the old man in the town.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty, guys. I'll see you later then.
Alright.
I'll be in my house watching that black spot. I don't know what that is, and to be honest, it is terrifying me.
Enjoy watching the black spot and being terrified out of your wit.
That I will do.
It's probably a
Anyways.
traveler.
Anyways, bye bye.
Goodbye,
And he
Jimmy.
Bye-bye.
cheerfully waves goodbye, and then is kind of cautiously walking back to his house while staring at the black dot.
So let's walk over to the house of the old man. I am paying attention to my DMs, J-Rock. I'm just not gonna do that.
Tell Jimmy to poison the garden so they kill themselves.
Which garden?
All
The
of
tavern?
them.
Flashbacks to the Tylenol murders.
Right. So you guys walk up to the farmhouse thing where the old man lives, and you guys kind of knock on the door, and you hear some light shuffling, and then the door kind of swings open. He's like, "Oh, hello, guys." And the
Hello.
old man kind of steps out and then closes the door behind him.
Okay. I'll say, how are you doing this morning?
Doing pretty well. The house isn't gone. That's
Is
good.
your wife now awake? Because I think, if I
Oh,
remember correctly, she was
yes.
still out. Okay, good.
Yes, she is. She's doing. Could be doing better, but she's doing well.
Okay. So I want to talk to you about an idea that I had.
Ooh, I do like me some ideas.
So after the Raiders attack, and Jimmy and the three of us, we fend them off. How bad of an idea would you think it would be if the four of us follow the Raiders back to their encampment and attack them? This could cause them to stop raiding you if we have Jimmy on our side or with us.
Oh? Fuck, he's coming for my high score.
Wait a minute.
Anyways,
Just to
he
document.
starts going on off
The
about
boat was moved to a different channel.
Well, it could be a good idea. It doesn't look that bad. But they do take a while to come back. Like I think they should be back in 5 days. That's a while's wait.
Your mouth says that it's not a bad idea, but your eyes say something different entirely.
What are you talking about?
You look very nervous about this idea.
I assure you I'm not. It's I'm getting old, you see. It's don't worry too much. Just an old man.
I'm assuming boat you ran, you like did investigation or something.
That's just what happened in the room of death.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Wait, what? I zoned out, sorry.
Oh, it probably won't help if I also roll insight.
Well, no,
I want to say. Wait,
I kind
do
of
I
already
do?
rolled for you guys,
Okay.
just to be like passive, basically.
All right.
So, if you ever hear me drag someone out, it's either because they found out something that the rest of you guys haven't, or it's like I don't know.
They got
death.
killed.
They said come in.
They said come in.
I'm gonna do it again. Wait.
I'm gonna fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again. Oh man. So the old man opens the door to his house, and he kind of pokes his head in and says, could you put a pot of tea on?"
No, I cannot.
And then you hear from the house just like, "Yeah, sure." And then he kind of looks towards you guys, was like, "Care for a cup of tea?" And then kind of points inside his house.
No thanks, I'm good.
Like some tea. I would be fun to have some tea.
Yes, please.
Ah, wonderful. And he kind of, and then opens the door and he says, "Here, come to the living room."
Okay.
And then you're all kind of sitting around a table. It's like a decently big square table, enough for like you would say 6 people. And then his wife kind of walks in, holding a decently big teapot with no glasses to be seen at the moment. Places it down in the center and says, "I'll be back in a moment with the cups." And then leaves again. The old man sits down at the head of the table and is kind of looking leery, but it's tea. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all kind of just waiting around for his wife to come back with the cups. Wife comes back
Okay.
in, just kind of 2 minutes later, whole bunch of cups in hand, and kind of places them in the center of the table and says, "Do you want me here or not?" And then the old man says, maybe not this time." And she kind of sighs and then leaves, shuts the door on her way out. And then the old man starts pouring everyone tea.
Hmm.
Haha. This is basically a question period if you want to.
Okay. All right. So, crap. I had a question for him, but I don't remember what that question was. Oh yeah. So I asked him. So how long has Jimmy been here?
Oh, Jimmy. How long has he been here? I'm not too sure of that myself. He's been here since I don't remember when he came here. He's been there that long.
All right.
Been here for ages. And then he starts kind of rambling into a story about how they were attacked, and he kind of fended them off with his fists, and it's kind of the same old, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of these bandits, what are they? What are they like? What is their? Do they seem particularly well trained? Are they just run of the mill hooligans?
Hmm. Well, it's hard to tell these days. You would say there's quite a mix. Some of them can be as well trained as proper soldiers, and then others are having trouble wielding a stick. It's hard to pin them down as one kind of group. And do any of you start drinking tea?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll start drinking tea.
Right. It's just some pretty good barley tea.
Nice.
Like, it's actually not that bad. Like, you would assume it's like, damn, this is pretty good.
Okay.
No weird effects happen. It's just kind of pretty damn good barley tea. And then he says, kind of leans into the table with the teacup in his hands and says, about what you asked me earlier. I would not say I'm concerned about it, but it might not be the best idea.
What do you mean?
And he kind of just starts sipping his tea while leaning back in his chair.
What do you mean by not being the best idea?
You see, it's been going on for so long that we're really not sure where they come from, and we're really not sure how many there are. But I would say it's not best to try it. But you always can. If you want the challenge, that is. And on that note, Jimmy starts. You hear some loud thumping going on in like the middle of town. Like sounds like someone's running. And you hear Jimmy kind of, and then just on the front door, and Jimmy's just like, "Hey, old man, the the dot is getting closer." And then the old man kind of gets up, you would say, but not really too panicked. Goes to the door with the like glass of tea in his hands, opens it, and says, "What the hell are you talking about?" And Jimmy is just frantically looking behind him to the path leading into town as you see the black dot, like basically in the border of the town. He's like, the black dot's just kind of vibing there.
Oh, it's
But you can
actually a dog.
definitely see it's like a small thing. There's a man there and something he's riding, but it looks quite low to the ground, and you're wondering how the hell he's even riding it. He's basically surfing it.
Oh no.
Is a Florida man riding an alligator?
Oh,
And on that note,
It is I, Florida man.
What is
First
this
floor.
Florida you speak
Good question.
of? Oh.
I'll tell you when I have the answer.
Oh.
Now,
the old man looks quite concerned. He's, what the hell? And he kind of goes back into the room where you guys are, and he says, "You guys might want to take a look at this. It's I don't know what it is." And you're all kind of beckoned outside.
I'll leave the house. I'll take my teacup with me. It's good tea.
Good idea. It is pretty damn good tea.
it is I,
So,
Florida man. I am looking for the magical land of Madagascar. Do you guys happen to know where it is?
no.
What's a Florida?
Uh, no, I do not know of Madagascar.
Okay, then can I join you on this quest?
That's very forward.
I
Well-
know we're on a quest. Who's not?
Well, I know you guys are on a quest because all of y'all are together, coming out of a house, and none of you guys look related.
Maybe we're just buddies hanging out at a house.
It's fine.
Then it's a beer quest.
Yes.
Beer quest.
I mean,
If you guys are not on a quest, I'll take you on one.
What the
I
fuck does
mean-
that mean?
We're going to the
Yo.
nearest bar.
Florida man, how good are you at fighting, killing?
I'm riding a
anything?
gator.
the man came in on a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah, so as you look down, it's a pretty fucking big gator. Like, it's a solid 10-foot alligator, and it's like flop, 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 flop,
I'm gonna look right at him and be like, "Can I pay you for it?"
You can pet my gator. His name is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. I'm gonna pet him. Do I lose my hand?
No.
Roll for it. No.
Yeah, roll for it. Roll for it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no. Is Cheryl tame? Or like about as tame as you can get an alligator to be?
I would say about as tame as you can get an alligator to be.
I used to say no. I just sat on it and
Today
it
is
started
8, by the
walking.
way.
What?
There we
Oh
go.
no.
I accidentally moved myself back.
Oh.
We're up to 6.
Alright, Toby, what do you? What
Nothing
happened,
happens.
Toby?
The alligator definitely takes a swipe at her hand, but she kind of like whew,
I'm
Yoink.
pulls her hand away quite fast.
gonna be like, "Ooh, Cheryl's a bit is a bit mean, isn't she?"
It's a he.
Why does it have a girl name then? Isn't Cheryl? Okay.
It's 2020.
Hey. Well, it's probably off.
I walked into that.
2020 now.
Okay, Florida man, how good are you at fighting?
I'm riding a gator. Why don't you make that
That-
assumption for yourself?
Okay, would you be willing to join our ragtag group of militiamen in fighting some raiders? Maybe you can get some hands to feed your.
The real question
what you
is,
call it,
are you
gator.
ready to let me join?
I don't think I have a choice.
You're right.
Okay.
And with that, Jimmy comes kind of stumbling off the porch of the old man's house, and he's kind of like, "What the hell are you riding on, and where can I get one?"
Florida.
You can only get them from Florida.
Does
Where's
Florida
Florida?
still exist here?
Good question. I'm kind of lost.
Oh, aren't you? Are you going to be staying here?
I am
bit?
going with these fine people on their quest.
Oh, so you might be staying here for a bit. Okay. I don't have any whatever that is parking. So I don't know what to do with it.
Don't worry, it can either eat people or hay.
That is concerning.
I mean,
Okay.
I've already tried.
Okay. What you're gonna do you have any stuff with you that you want to put down?
I have this bag on me.
You might want to go put that in a here, I'll show you to your room. And he kind of leads Florida Man off to the right house.
Chad. Sitting on a gator.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Hey, you have to know those inside the house, please."
Sorry, Cheryl. You're gonna have to stay outside this time.
So, are you dressed like Crocodile Dundee, or?
You know what?
Are you
I'm going. Can I be dressed like what was that guy? The
Chuck
stingray
Norris?
guy who died to his stingray.
What is his name?
Stevie Irwin?
Yeah. I'm just like
yeah.
him.
God. Oh my god.
Why don't you want
I-
to be Joe Exotic or something?
No, because Steve Irwin is like a gator, embodiment of like a barbarian gator Florida man.
Bruh,
I feel like Steve Irwin was way too wholesome to be associated with Florida.
Crocodile
I don't
Dundee,
look
that's not
like him.
nice.
I'm
That's
dressed
not
like him.
nice.
Hillbilly exterminators.
Here. How about this? I'll look like Joe Exotic, but I'm dressed like Steve Irwin.
bruh.
It's a good compromise.
So he's kind of concerned about what your pet gator will do while it's off the leash.
Do not worry.
But
It
he
is
kinda
very
just-
trained, as long as no one gets near it.
Very... Oh, I'll be sure to not get near it. This way, please. I don't want that following me.
It shouldn't.
And he leads you up to the other room upstairs that is currently vacant. And
Okay.
he says, yeah, in here, just... yeah, it's your room now. Not for forever, but for until whenever they get out, you leave too.
Okay. I
you
appreciate
have
this
a room.
kindness, Jimmy.
No problem. And leads you back outside and is like still kind of cautious around the gator,
I have that effect
but
on
still
people.
is like, I want one. Anyways, mm, I don't know
Air
what to do
Octagon
now.
scheduling.
Okay.
Is that
Hell
where
yeah.
is that where you got your idea?
No.
It's apparently a real thing from
Fed some beer to the animal.
from the New York Post from October 7th of last year.
Damn.
Bruh.
He also tried to give boost to the gator.
Yep.
I did
Alright.
not get my idea from
Florida.
that. I got the right in the alligator idea from T-Rex like 10 minutes before the session started.
Perfect. All right, let's continue.
Aight. So now that Florida man has joined your party, haha.
Dun, dun.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Party member joined.
Party member get.
Oh, man. The old man kind of walks out of his house looking still very confused, but more of like, do you guys know each other?
We do
No.
now.
Okay. Are you going with them?
I am now.
Okay. Actually, you don't look like the kind of person who would understand me anyways. Just follow them whenever they do stuff. Don't go to my house, please. Especially
Why?
with that thing.
What's in it? Why are
I
you
don't
so
want to
cautious
tell
about
you.
your house, huh?
I don't want to tell you.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Because I don't want that thing in my house.
Why not?
Pretty freaking obvious why.
Look at it.
That is a friend.
Or as my character would say, my mountain.
Can I like?
Uh,
Is there like a roll to see if like he's lying or not lying, but see if he's trying to hide something?
I mean, you could do insight.
Yeah,
Here.
insight.
You have no clue.
Okay, I believe that he's just afraid of my gator. All right.
Well, you have no clue, but then it's like after you
What
have
else
no
could it be?
clue, he kind of looks like quite suspicious. He's definitely hiding something.
Okay.
And
Can
he kind
I
of
like
backs up
all right.
from the gator and says, "Also, you might not want to go to that house," and then points at the left townhouse. Because
Actually, no,
he
go.
will
Actually, go.
Wait, what's there?
probably not like that.
Nothing.
Florida
No.
man versus creepy old man.
Creepy?
love
No,
situation.
he's just very posh and proper. Totally.
Yes, he is. He's actually quite nice.
I thought
Alright,
yesterday. I thought yesterday you said he didn't know anyone was living there.
No one is living there, just say. And he looks very panicked.
Really? Because we visited the guy living there and he was really nice.
Nice.
Shit.
And
he
he
goes,
goes, I'm
I
gonna
would
go
say
back to my house now. You guys do your stuff.
Alright.
Bye now.
Alright, I tell the group because you know I had that insight of he's definitely hiding something, so I tell the group he's definitely hiding something.
Fuck. Oh my god.
I think I should use my gator to force my way in. Either that, or we can conduct
No, you-
reconnaissance. Okay. So
My
If you
hands
want
are
to come,
tied.
if you want to come meet him, I'll come with you because he seems to not despise me.
I'll go too. We're best friends.
Oh, no, don't be.
That
Alright.
guy unsettles me. I'm not going to come if you want. If you're
I'll
going.
go. I'll take Cheryl up to meet him.
Are you actually going to the guy in the left townhouse?
I'll come
Well,
with you.
okay, T-Rex. Does Cheryl, my gator, give me an intimidation bonus?
Not against him. Not against him.
I'll definitely put it on when like you
when
get
applicable.
Something.
Okay.
When applicable.
Okay.
It'll probably be like +2 or something.
Alright,
Just, like,
so then
you're
now,
riding a
if
fucking
it
alligator.
doesn't creep him out, then I'll make him best friends. Alright, that's my plan. Let's go meet him and introduce Cheryl to him.
Yeah, I'll come with you because the guy doesn't seem.
Yeah.
Did we ever even actually learn his name?
No, you did not.
Oh. That's.
Yeah, let's go up and meet him. I'll knock on the door and be like, "Hello, I am Florida Man."
Hey, don't knock twice. Like don't knock twice. Just don't.
Alright, I go up to his door and I scream, "It is a Florida Man here."
It was a guy scares me.
I don't knock at all, by the way.
You don't knock at all.
I am here to meet you. I am from out of the country.
You hear something drop, like from the kitchen area, and you hear it shatter. You assume it's like a bowl or something, or like a glass. But like, he dropped something and shattered it on the floor because he was so startled by the amount
you're
of just, "Hi,
dead."
I'm Florida Man."
You're dead.
Okay, I say, "I'm sorry. For my country, it is custom to scream instead of knocking."
No, it's not.
You hear some very loud thumps coming towards the door. And you hear like click, 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 click. Like that many locks like unclicking.
Wow.
And then a final lock
stand
on the
out
door
of the way.
unclick.
I'm gonna stand out of the way of the door,
And then
like
the
maybe to
door
the side.
like really patiently opens and he's like, "Hi, what can I do for you today?"
Be like, hi, remember me?
I say,
yes,
"Hello,
indeed."
I have just joined this group of good people, and
Oh,
they
you
told me
have,
you are a
haven't you?
very nice man, and I'd love to meet you. What is your name?"
I'm not gonna tell you my name because I don't know who you are.
"I am Florida
Um,
Man. That is my name."
Okay, Florida Man. What business do you have with me? And he
This
looks
this
very
is
deep.
Cheryl, my pet alligator. He is very
He then
kind.
like looks down and sees like Cheryl. Cheryl's probably like looking up and then just kind of like
Smiling. Well, as much as
breathes
the alligator can
or
smile.
something. Like I don't know, just doing like alligator things. And he
Being a
kind of
gator.
like looks back up at you and he's like, "Oh, wonderful. Could you not be on my property with that?"
Okay. I will send Cheryl away. And I tell
Please do.
Cheryl to go, rest outside Jimmy's house where it won't bother anyone.
All you hear is
Jimmy.
as the alligator flops away. And he says, "Now, why are you here?"
Again, I am here to meet you, because I am told you are a very kind and friendly person.
Why do you need to meet me?
Because in my country, it is custom to meet the friendliest, kindest people there.
We're dead. You're dead.
He kind of like rubs his temple and he's like, you can tell he kind of has a headache. It's like,
He was
"Oh,
also
man."
interested in your multi-level marketing. I mean, take up business.
Pull.
Oh, Bull.
See, I'm thinking of saying, "Oh, I can tell that you're busy. We'll come back later if you would rather prefer." I might try to say that because I don't want
I
don't want to lose. I don't want to lose the party member when you've been in the party for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So this
I'll
person,
stop
his
this.
enchantments.
I'll stop this. And by the way, Toby was pulled out of the room. That brings it to 6.
No, I think it's 7.
Oh, well, I'll have to go back
They're
and count.
go.
It's 6 or 7 at this point.
I think it's 7. I think 6 was the one with the alligator.
Okay, now, but
So
what is the deal with him?
he he's very posh and proper, but if you kind of insult him, I don't know what's
Hi, guys.
happening. Okay, hey Toby.
Hi.
Okay, so I kind of like butt in saying, are you busy at the moment? We could come back at another time when it's better for you.
No, I'm not busy at
No.
all.
Okay.
I'm never really busy at this time of the year.
Oh.
You guys want to come in for some tea or something?
That'd be great, thank you.
Yes, please.
Drink the tea.
Drink the tea. Yeah, so you all guys kind of just wander back into like the main room you guys were in last time. Huge table, quite like absurdly long for how long his house is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scaling is definitely wrong here, but nothing really strikes you as out of place other than the scaling is definitely wrong. And he then taps on the door twice and says, "Could you make us some tea again, please?" And you hear some shuffle, and the old maid is going to make. And are you guys gonna sit around the table again, or are you gonna?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
As long as I don't offend him, I'll be fine, probably.
Okay,
True.
can I inquire him about the table? I tell him it's a very nice table. Where'd you get it? I'd like one of my own.
Water farms.
He kind of looks at you strangely, and he said, "Kind of, do you ever stop talking?"
No.
No. Okay. Well, you see, I got this table from a friend of mine. Um, I mean, I could like give you an order form if you want.
I would greatly
Have
appreciate
some.
that. Because
You can buy a table.
back in my country, tables are the most important thing you can have, and this is a really beautiful one.
I feel like I feel like you're making stuff up. I tell them I feel like you're making stuff up about your country.
Do you
I have
actively say that?
delusional. I hope you know I
You
have
don't get
delusional on my
involved somehow.
character sheet. Of course I'm making stuff up.
Bruh.
Like you can go to my Twitch stream, right, and look it up.
I
Delusional
can
is
see your
literally on my character sheet.
Bruh. Oh man.
So I'm going to be
Hey.
making stuff up a whole lot, all right? And if it contradicts itself, oh well.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So-
He looks slightly peeved, but then he's like, "Oh, okay," and then slides open the door, steps outside, kind of leans back in and says, "I'll be a minute. I'll gotta." And he doesn't even finish his sentence. He just kind of and just slides the door shut.
I say, Florida man.
Yes.
Here in these lands, it's good to let it's good to read the room in terms of when to start and stop, just so you learn more about the lands you're in.
Ah,
You're
I
gonna
see.
forget that, aren't you? We don't want to offend our nice host here.
I do not see how I was offending them though.
Of
Their
course,
table
I
is
just
really
want-
nice.
It is. I am I if I'm not sit down, I would like to sit down. So
Alright, so you're just kind of sitting at the table?
yeah, and I won't
Yeah.
be able to get up. I'm assuming again.
No, you can do whatever.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
wondering.
Was I not already sitting at the table?
Are you sitting at okay?
Yeah,
Who's
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
at the table and who's not?
I am.
So J Rock, Neckbeard,
I'm sitting.
you're sitting. Boat, probably not.
Yeah, no.
No, Toby, probably not.
Hmm?
Are you sitting at the table or no?
No.
No. Okay. So you guys kind of just two of you are standing around, two of you are sitting down. A few minutes pass, and then the guy comes back in. He knocks twice.
I'm gonna look like I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna flinch and not talk.
Okay. the door slides open. He says, "Very good. You've learned." And then he says, "Oh, you're here too." And then he kind of steps out of the way. And then the quite old, you would assume grandmother, walks in and puts down the teapot and also a whole bunch of cups. And then kind of walks away without saying, and slides the door shut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
assuming
he
it's the
starts-
same nice cups from yesterday.
Oh yeah, they're pretty.
Okay.
So he hands you all cups and starts pouring you tea.
Okay. I'll take one.
Okay.
We already had some tea this morning. I don't have the space for more.
Oh, that's okay. So
I
Neckbeard, Florida Man,
mhm.
you are both having tea.
I whisper to Neckbeard. Would it be rude to chug down this tea?
I wouldn't chug it, but it's fine to drink it fast as long as you don't do like bottoms up.
Okay. Okay, so I pinky up, chug it real fast, but not bottoms up. You know, fast drink, it all.
Okay.
Yeah, not rude, just fast. Proper and
Okay.
fast.
I wasn't actually expecting anyone to do that. Holy shit. So okay, you go from feeling perfectly normal to you are fucking you're halfway done it, and holy shit, you are wasted. You're almost passed out, and you've only drank half of it, and he glares at you and is like, "Slow down, please."
Okay, I slow down then.
And it's the effects are still getting worse, and it's oh, you are having trouble functioning motor skills and anything, forming actual thoughts. And
So
do
just
you
normal
finish
me.
the cup of tea?
If I'm having trouble forming actual thoughts, that's just normal me.
Yeah, I don't
Actually
see
makes
any
you
difference.
smarter.
Anyways,
And do you keep chugging it until it's empty?
not chugging, drinking fast and properly. But yes,
Drinking fast and properly. Okay.
Mama ain't raised no quitter.
Yeah, so you were on the verge of blacking out. I'm just gonna here. I have your character sheet on here somewhere. Your constitution is +3, right?
Yeah. Did you roll a nat one? I want to re-roll.
Yeah, you blacked out.
Damn it.
You're blacked out sitting on the ground. So I'll just move you for now. You've fallen out of your chair and you're gone. You're gone. So you'll be chilling in the room of death until you get back up.
Okay, can someone wake me up? Oh, damn it. Well, so much for recording this. Hopefully one of them has recorded it also, so we get the full thing. Let me message to make sure. Alright, good news, I'm not the only one recording. So Neckbeard will also have to upload his side of it to get so you get the full thing. Until then, I'm probably just going to, play some chill music or something. Spotify, please work.
Hi. They're trying to pour stuff into your mouth. You're still kind of blacked out,
Okay.
but if you were like just waking up in the morning and someone tried to pour stuff in your mouth, would you drink it?
Yes. Again, I don't have
Yes?
very much intelligence. So,
Alright.
oh, looks like I'm about to be re-entered. Oh, looks like they're struggling to get me back up. Rip.
J-Rock's back.
Ah, yes. I have waken up.
You're back from being, like, blacked out,
Hell yeah.
and you're in a pool of water.
Where am I? What time is it? What day is it?
Same place.
5 minutes.
Uh,
Yeah,
oh,
it's...
oh yes, it's all coming back to me now.
That's... Don't do that again, please.
Okay.
And he looks very angry.
I'll take another sip of my tea, so maybe I have half left.
Alright, you're still feeling, like, decently fine, but it's starting to get to you.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask the guy
Hmm?
what's in the tea.
Oh, it's just normal green tea.
Why is it making people pass out?
I don't know. It's green
Bro,
tea.
it's your tea.
You
What do you
don't-
mean you don't know?
You don't pass out from green tea.
Then why did he?
Because he's an idiot.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then do you drop the subject?
No.
Well,
I don't-
then I'll say there is something. I'll say there is. This is a very interesting green tea. Whenever I drink it, I feel intoxicated. I'm assuming you know something.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I know stuff. It's a family recipe. You don't need to know that.
Okay.
It's a pretty good family recipe.
Yeah, it
I
is.
approve of it.
Quite good.
I really like it.
Sipped, so I have like 25% left.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely starting to feel intoxicated. Like some words are starting to slur. Like, head's starting to go a little fuzzy. Yeah, you're feeling it. And he comes back. He closes the pouch and just kind of like, I had to use it again. Just to himself. And then slides open the door, walks out, slides it shut, and then you can hear him walking back down the hall.
Okay. I'll finish my tea.
So as soon as you finish the last drop, all effects are gone. As normal.
Bro.
Well, normal.
Normal.
But when I finish my tea.
You drank the whole thing in like 5 seconds. I spent like a few minutes.
Yeah. But how come my effects didn't disappear? That's going to be the
then
theme of this
You
entire
hear at the
campaign.
door, and then the door slides open. He walks in, door slides shut. And he says, "Oh yes, I forgot. Here's your order form for tables. No joke orders, please. My friend is very busy."
Okay. Thank you.
I asked, is this the same friend who makes the teacups?
They definitely know each other,
Oh,
but
alright.
they're not the same person. Same business, you'd say.
Alright. So, how do I politely leave? Just, do I have to ask to be excused?
Okay. So you wanted the order forms, now you don't want them?
No, I want the order forms. I take them, obviously. I thank him for it.
Well,
then-
it would probably be better to fill them out now,
Okay.
since I know where to send them.
Do you have a pen I could borrow, or yeah? Please.
He kind of just like, oh, I forgot about that, and then like lifts up the collar of his shirt, like reaches down a bit and pulls out a pen.
Ah, yes. I appreciate this pen. So can I fill it out now?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Well, I want information like, because it's an order form, so it would tell me exactly where this friend is who built the table, right?
No, I do not disclose where they work.
But it's their order form, and where else am I going to pick up the table?
You don't pick up the table.
They bring it to you.
Oh,
I
it's
say.
delivery.
Yes, free delivery.
Okay. So, how much is
And
this?
do you fill out the order form? Well, it says on the paper, it's like, there's like table, long table, weirdly long table, and then table that defies laws of physics.
What are the prices?
And it goes from 4 gold, 8 gold, 20 gold, 60 gold.
How much gold do I have on me?
You probably have 10.
Okay, I'll get the cheapest table.
The cheapest table? So you
Yes.
selected table.
Just table.
Table. Yes. There's no description on it. It just says table.
Yep.
None of them actually have a description on it. They just say like table, long table, extraordinarily long table.
Defies laws of physics table.
Yep.
All right.
Right. So you circle the order, and do you fill out all the details that are kind of like name, address, date of birth,
Yep.
or like a whole bunch
All
of
the
stuff?
details I can recall. You know. And for
Alrighty.
address, I just do Jimmy's house. Cause we gotta pay him for our stay.
Of course.
And
pay him with
yeah,
the
when we get back to Jimmy's house, by the way, I'm gonna give him 4 gold if the table doesn't arrive in time. Well, I'm gonna pay for the table. Yeah.
The guy is kind of like hovering over you, sort of impatiently, just because you've been taking a while writing in the order for him. So do you kind of like finish it and hand it to him?
Yeah, I finish it. Finish all the necessary details.
Okay. He takes the order form, looks it over. He's like, "Jeez, actually, I said it right." And then kind of folds it together, and he said, "Do you want payment now or at time of delivery?"
I'll pay him now.
Pay him now. Okay. He opens the form again and circles another option, and he says, 4 gold, please."
I hand him 4
And
gold.
folds up the paper and puts it into an envelope.
Is there a receipt? I want to make sure I'm not getting scammed. I want a receipt that shows I paid 4 gold for the table.
Receipt. He's helping you fill this out, this order form.
Okay.
We don't do receipts here.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
You will know if your order is delayed.
All right. Appreciate
And
it.
if you have any problems with it, you can contact me.
All right.
Or well, we'll know if there's any problems.
Okay. Appreciate your time.
So he takes the form and takes 4 gold. So remove 4 gold from your page, please.
Yep, I have 6 gold in my inventory now.
Nice. Right. And he takes that and he's like, "Excuse me." And then opens the door, walks out, closes the door.
All right. Can we?
That's 2 in his multi-level marketing scheme.
I have an idea with this. I know where this is going. All right.
So I ask him about those teacups ordered. Remind me when they should be arriving.
So the door.
He's out of the room right now.
Did he leave?
Open.
Did he leave?
Well, he left.
I didn't notice.
And then he goes. Door slides open, comes in. Door slides shut. And he says, "You were talking about the order for teacups, yes?"
Yes, I just it seems to have blanked on my mind. Can you remind me around when they should be arriving?
Well, let's see. You ordered them yesterday, so he starts kind of like poking at his hand, and then looking up and thinking. You can tell he's thinking for a minute, but then it's like, yeah, they should actually be coming. Actually, any hour now.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. And then he goes and sits back at the head of the table, and he's like, "Well, guys, need anything else?
Good.
If not, I might want to be left alone."
Yep.
Of course.
Okay.
We leave.
Yep, we leave.
Alrighty, so you guys get up. You guys all kind of shuffle to the door. He says, "Ah, yes, my manners here." Slides open the door, walks through first, and goes to the front door, and opens that as well.
Okay. And once when we're out of the house, out of his hearing range, I say, "Okay, when the teacups arrive and when the table arrives, we need to question them about him. There's something off."
No. I want to live. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Oh fuck! What'd I do?
It doesn't matter if you're in hearing range or not. Fool. Yeah, so you feel this sharp pain in your head.
Okay.
Like quite sharp. It's like imagine like flashbang goes off in Siege and there's that like tinnitus effect.
Yeah.
Just like that level of ringing in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
And your head is kind of just like spinning, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
nothing really happens. It's just that effect goes on for the next 10 seconds.
Okay.
Anyways.
She's a bard, so she will practice music.
Okay.
Hi.
I have no idea what just
Hello.
happened,
My
but it felt like
character
I
Oh,
just
is
got
a bard.
flashed.
What?
Right. So the guy is still standing at the door, and he kind of glares at Florida Man and says, "Okay, be good now, please," and waves goodbye, and shuts the door, and you hear click, 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 click,
Okay.
click, 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 click.
So, let's hope I have enough funds for those teacups. I thought they'd be coming a little bit later because I would have more funds then. Let's hope I
How
have
much are the
enough.
teacups going to cost?
I don't remember. I
This
think-
is why we need receipts.
I bought 5, if I remember correctly. It was 4 or 5. I have 10 gold. Hopefully that's enough. It's probably enough.
Hey, is there a leader of
You
this
you
town,
see
like a
an
mayor?
image in your head. Of
That
the
old
number
man was
4.
the closest thing to one.
Okay. T-Rex was talking?
Yeah, you kind of saw a number in your head saying 4.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Alright,
yeah,
so
that's a little creepy, you know, after my experience. I want.
Alrighty.
So
Mhm.
I described to the party what happened to me, cause you know,
what happened?
Um.
yeah, like I was like a flashbang. What? I
Okay.
can't.
So.
I
as soon as
can't.
you go to say something, as soon as you go to say something, you feel like your head starts to kind of hurt. But
Oh.
then as soon as you try to like talk, your voice doesn't go out, and you're just kind of like.
Oh. Fuck.
So like yeah. Enjoy.
I might. Alright,
Hi.
never mind.
Hi.
Hello.
Crap.
Oh, I should probably tell this to you as well.
So.
For legal reasons, I cannot speak of what just happened.
I don't want to know.
All I'm saying is
Don't trust that guy.
I can't actually say anything.
Come on.
I'm waiting for T-Rex because I don't actually know the role-playing rules of what I'm supposed to do. How like, because I'm going to get a loophole.
I can make a JoJo reference right
I'm
now.
back, and don't you dare.
Anyways.
Okay. So I want to head back into Jimmy's house.
Head
And
back to Jimmy's
can
house.
we take some like downtime? Or do you guys want to take some downtime or no? You guys want to do
Sure.
something?
Guys,
Hey,
definitely good.
T-Rex, can I write things down
Hi.
without that thing happening?
You can most definitely try.
Okay. I try to write down. I try to describe what happened in writing.
Words come out as gibberish,
So when I try,
or in a language they do not understand.
it comes out in Spanish. Okay.
Yeah.
Not Floridian and then
Okay.
Florida.
Well, I write it down in Spanish, whatever, right? In my Spanish, and I just need to hope I run into a translator.
Okay. So can we take some like so does no one else want to do something aside from downtime?
Wait.
Like do you guys
Sorry, I
want
just
to talk to someone or
No.
okay. I'm thinking T-Rex.
Yep.
For like not really a short rest, but like just some like time for our characters to do stuff like
Well, yeah,
that
of
we
course.
want to do. Like my character would probably study magic because he wants to become a wizard.
Already.
My character
guys
already
kinda
knows magic.
Travel.
What are you?
A barbarian. But I'm a Florida man.
Obviously.
Okay. Okay, both.
Right, so
It's
you guys
Lizzo.
kind of wander back to Jimmy's house. You see what was his name? It wasn't Clarence. It was something like
Cheryl?
dumber. Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl. Cheryl's just kind of sitting there, kind of snapping at random objects that pass by.
Flies.
Flies. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys kind of walk into the house. You see Jimmy kind of sitting, you'd say like in his door, kind of like eyeing the gator. He's like very confused about it, but you can still tell he's like, I still kind of want one. So yeah, so you guys kind of go in and describe what you want to do.
Yeah. So I have a book that is kind of like a book that a wizard would study, because I want to become a wizard. So I just kind of spend time reading that, studying up on it. Probably won't figure it out this time, but I'll keep trying.
Alrighty.
What do Florida
Anyone else
people do
doing
for
stuff?
fun?
Drink.
Their alligators.
Yeah, drink
Right,
by the
alligators.
Commit crime,
Yes.
Do really weird things.
and go to Fort Lauderdale and
Okay,
just
okay,
vacation
like,
on the beach.
alright. So, you know how those bandits, and they attack and steal all the food? What if we,
Yes.
like, leave out poisoned food? I'm just saying, because they take it and they won't come back, because if it's bad food, at least once or twice, then they'll learn not to attack this anymore, because it's bad food that comes out of here.
You hear Jimmy kind of rustling in the hallway, and he kind of like leans into where you're talking about that, and he's kind of like, no, no, and then kind of goes back to staring at the alligator.
Damn it.
Right.
Well,
Are you doing any
My
like,
character's
training
gonna
or
pull
stuff?
out her horn and be like, I pulled out my clarinet for this.
I was kind of hoping you would pull out a kazoo. You're just gonna pull
No,
out my
it's
horn
clarinet.
Uh, actually, the correct term is the doot doot battle flute.
Yeah.
Get it right. in the bard I play, just aggressive dooting.
Speaking of food, in an effort to get away from this flute playing, my character is gonna go hunting, and if you get hunting for small game.
Alright, so you're gonna kind of go back, wander through the backfield.
Yeah, he's gonna take all of his adventuring stuff and hunt for small game, and if he sees anything related to the bandits.
Actually, I know what my character's going to do. I'm going to go around the town like a street performer, with the gator. Try and collect gold. Donations from people, of course. That may or may not be,
See,
Donation? Are you sure?
Yeah,
you're not chaotic?
donations, not threats, not threats. I would never threaten
what's your
people.
alignment? Are you chaotic neutral? Because I'm pretty sure that's like some pretty
That,
chaotic.
you
people.
know what? I am now, because I never set one.
Oh man.
Toby, just doing like playing your flute just reminded me of the bard I played in one of my other campaigns. He modified his sword to have a flute built into it. You should definitely do that. Like he just randomly in battle just puts his sword's hilt up to his mouth and starts just playing a flute. Okay. All right. So what do we do during our what are the outcomes of our downtime, T-Rex? If anything, if there are any special outcomes.
Alrighty. So for your reading, nothing much is accomplished, but you do gain some lower level understanding, you would say. You get some basic concepts, but no real efforts have shown up yet.
What
for
about
the
me?
small game hunting. You find a small rabbit. What do you do?
Not you, dear.
I'm gonna
What
shoot it.
doth thou do? Alright, so you're going for the rabbit?
Shoot it, fuck it, and then leave it there.
Do you need my hit slash DC?
I may have it on here. I'm not sure actually. Oh, I have it. Cool. That's actually. Oh shit, that's high. God damn. Okay.
He obliterates
yeah, you
the
kinda hit it
rabbit.
just dead center. It's definitely hurt, but it's it's pinned to the ground, and it's kind of just bleeding
Dead.
out and kind of starting to die.
Alright, time to put it out of its misery. I shoot it again in its head.
Shit, sorry. I've been messing around with my clarinet. I thought my mic was muted.
Yeah, so you kind of just tap it in the head. Yeah, it's dead now. Congratulations, you have a dead rabbit.
Sell it on the market for gold.
Give it to Jimmy.
Yeah, give it to Jimmy.
Right. And then for the playing of the flute,
Even though
are
it's
you trying to
Jimmy.
get
No.
anything out of it? Just like practice?
Yeah, just practice.
Alright.
I probably should have taken my clarinet out of my mouth when I was talking. Clown.
What about me?
Scooby-Doo.
Do I get any gold?
It's just got rated. I'm not gonna give you anything.
Not even a new friend? Not even insight on the town?
Idiot. Oh.
Uh,
So on your expedition of chilling on a gator, you decide that it's a good idea to go into the tavern.
Hell
oh
yeah.
no,
So
we've
you're
got two
flop,
people back
flop,
in the
flop,
tavern now.
flop, 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 flop through the tavern, and you're like flexing your gator. It's like, damn, this is a pretty cool gator. The
Mhm.
tavern owner comes by the bar, and she just kind of glares at you.
I say,
do you
damn it,
say
not
anything?
again, and leave.
You better leave.
Well, I said, just before she says anything, I leave. I had to read the
Okay.
glare. I said, dang
Okay,
it, not
so you
again.
kind of flop away.
Reading the room. Wow.
But
you're
but
learning
she like you probably shouldn't go in there again. Yeah. Anyways, let me write stuff down so I don't forget next time.
But do I gain? I don't gain insight on the town, just a hateful tavern owner.
You gain hate from the barkeep
Mhm.
and her daughter.
What? Her daughter hates me because her mother does.
Yes.
Wow. That's sexist. Don't
What?
ask me how, it just is.
It's a very Florida man thing to say. I'm not gonna question it.
Alrighty. D&D Beyond is actually kind of useful. Alrighty.
Mhm.
Now, what is the goal so far?
Wait, I figured out a way.
Oh god.
All right, T-Rex, can you pull me into the other room?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Hi.
if I ask someone to describe the other man, and they'll like blank or whatever because he does that to them, right? Will
Yeah.
I also blank, or like will I be able to be like, that happens?
As in, like,
Like if you try and say something bad about the posh man.
so it would be like, Toby says something and then can't
Like
really talk,
say like
and
I
then
go
you
up.
say something, can't really talk, and then you could be like, that happens?
Yeah, just like I tell him,
Well,
hey,
no,
say
it just
something
kind of looks
bad
like you're
about
not.
the posh man. Or like if we go up to the old man and ask a very detailed like, hey, what's up with the posh man?
Um.
Well, he'll either blank or be like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'll be like, see?
Huh. I mean, you could definitely try it.
Okay, I'll try.
Alrighty.
Fast.
All right,
Hi.
hello. Have you guys tried saying something bad about that posh man?
Yes.
thought about saying something,
Or,
but
you
then I
know,
didn't after I felt something on my temple.
yeah, so I'm not the only one.
I never said anything. Okay. Well,
All I know is that it happened when we were far away from him. So,
Is there anything like a notice board in the town or anything like that?
A notice board.
Yeah.
There's one like posted to the outside of the tavern.
What's
kinda
on it?
just like-
If I head out there and see what's on it.
You head out, you look at it, and it's like old leaflets of missing people,
oh,
and like they look quite old, but then there's some newer ones. And other than that, it's decently empty, you would say.
wait.
But there
Oh,
are a
from
lot
the
of like nails where things were.
Neckbeard. All right. So, the posh dude's definitely a wizard. Maybe you can learn something from him.
I think he's a wizard.
Well, how else does he do that magic thing?
He's a
Warlock?
dog.
Sorcerer?
Yeah, you can still learn something from him.
I'm not selling my soul, and I don't have magic blood, so I can't learn.
Damn it.
doubt he's a bard.
Well, you never know. You never know. I mean, we hear weird noises. Maybe it's just an instrument that, like, we don't know.
Oh man.
Well, I thought that maybe there was like some bounties we could take from that. I guess not. Do you guys have any ideas for stuff we can do while we wait for the raid? Aside from talking with people and drinking tea.
Yeah.
See, T-Rex
Well,
hasn't
considering
started the
nothing
raid
is-
yet because he wants us to do something first. And I'm trying to figure out what that
Okay.
something is.
I've been DMing for over a year. I know what he's getting at, but I don't know because I'm stupid.
You fools! I am 3 parallel universes ahead of you. Oh.
Well, okay, there was the old man's house.
Mm.
But
I
none
think
of
we're-
us
I
are
think-
rogues.
I think we're overlooking the bartenders and her hot daughter.
Bruh.
What? She's like 6, dude.
Bruh.
Okay, I did
She's
not know
like
that.
6,
I did
dude.
not know that part. I was assuming she
Florida
was
man
old enough
does-
to, be a bartender too.
Florida man is like.
Florida man.
I have like +5 acrobatics. I could like backflip through a window or some shit. It'll be loud.
Who here is high stealth?
Hmm?
Is anyone here of high stealth?
Uh,
I have
my-
+3.
I have
myself,
high
plus
strength
3 as well.
and high constitution.
If you guys want to try, we could try sneaking into either the old man's house, not the posh one.
Oh, I can
Coward.
distract them, and you guys could sneak in.
You can try, and then or the tavern if you guys want to try. I have low stealth. I have a negative -1 to dexterity.
Yeah, but if
so-
I distract them, that'll give you guys advantage roll. And besides, I can distract people really easily.
He does distract people very easily. He's not
Yeah,
wrong.
you really can. Oh, man.
What do you guys want to do some snooping in?
Let's sneak in. Let's look at
The old man's house.
He?
So the old man of the town.
Yep,
Yeah.
you guys can
Alright.
snoop.
I'm gonna stay out of this. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, so you're gonna chill at Jimmy's house with why do I keep thinking Clarence?
It's Cheryl.
Probably
You want me
the
to
same
rename my gator
Cheryl.
to Clarence?
Cause seriously, I'm just thinking like Clarence.
You know, I'll rename it for convenience sake.
for convenience sake.
I guess I'll keep
Claire
reading my
and-
book because.
You're just gonna keep reading your book.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
So who's going to sneak into the old man's house while I distract him?
I will.
Okay. So
You're a bard. You could probably talk your way out of it very easily.
yeah, just be
I
like,
know,
I got
or-
drunk and lost. I don't know how I ended up in here.
Alrighty. So you guys are going up to the old man's house.
Well,
Yep.
I'm going to make sure
Well-
that he doesn't notice her. Anyways, I knock on his door.
Okay. You hear some shuffling,
Mhm.
and the old man comes to the door, opens it, and it's like, "Oh, hello there.
Hello.
You must be the new one."
Yes, I am. And, I showed up here not knowing much about this town. I was actually kind of interested in little town history.
Oh, really? I haven't heard anyone really interested in the history of this place.
I'm interested in many things, including this place.
I mean, you didn't look like the one that would be. Don't mean to offend you, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
So
And he looks kind of cautious and is kind of off-put.
I say, why wouldn't I be interested?
Um,
I act
well,
offended.
I mean, I can't really deny someone the quest for knowledge.
Yes.
So, I mean, here, let's have it over a pot of tea.
All right.
And then he beckons you inside into the living room table.
I'll follow him inside.
Alrighty, and then you're going for talking for distraction, I would
Yeah.
assume? Damn, okay. What's your
Charisma.
deception and persuasion?
Perception.
I mean, deception and persuasion.
I don't have anything written down for that.
What's your charisma?
My charisma +1, 12.
+1? Okay.
Mhm.
Already bonus to it if you're proficient in persuasion.
Alrighty. So, you are successfully, like, having a chat with him about the history of the town.
Okay.
It's not that interesting. Like, it's very dry. Like, oh my god, it's dry. Nothing happens
but
here.
do I learn about like any insights in the town, like the posh man?
There's like no information at all of who lives here. There's some information about like the barkeep and how she came here with her daughter 1 year,
Mhm.
and then somehow came up with the tavern.
Oh.
Like it was there before, but then they became the owners of it. He's not really sure how that happened.
Hostile takeover.
It's so incredibly dry
Mhm.
that like your constitution's +3, right?
Yes.
Constitution.
No, you're wide awake throughout the entire thing. You are loving it. Holy shit, you're loving it. Like,
I'm just
bro,
so
okay,
dumb.
imagine eating like
No.
those super dry biscuits, just like 20 at a time without any water. That's how fucking dry this is. He's loving it. Oh my god.
No,
Like, he's
I'm
just like, nom, nom,
T-Rex,
nom,
T-Rex.
nom, loving it.
What's happening here is I'm so dumb it's going in one ear, out the other, and I'm only listening for important things.
No, you're picking up every single detail.
Okay.
You have like a photographic memory at this point in time.
Okay. So
should we cut to Toby or keep it?
So, like, he tells me that, like, as far as he knows that.
Everybody cut out for me.
So, all right, important information because I absorbed everything. All right, how long has the guy been here, the posh man?
He doesn't say.
Oh, well, it's the entire history, so he. Okay.
Basically, just like ask me questions about stuff, and I'll tell you if he says anything or not.
Okay. Okay. I would just ask you questions along because I have photographic memory, according to you, about this.
Well, of like this single conversation. And that's
Yeah.
about it.
So I'll write that down under descriptions or stuff.
Just like remembers this entire conversation word for word. Gotcha. Alright, so now we cut to Toby.
Hi.
What are you trying to do?
Sneak in.
Like where?
I don't
Like,
know the layout
there's
of
a
the
back
house.
door. There's a few windows going into
Hey,
what seems to be
intern,
a kitchen,
the back door never
living
hurt.
room.
I'll try the back door.
Alright. You kind of like. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's the
If
town's
you walk
name?
up to the back door, and you kind of like jiggle the handle, but the handle's locked.
Oh.
So the back door's locked.
T-Rex, what's the town's name?
Okay.
Okay, that's a good name. No.
Are any of the windows unlocked?
You look around for different windows, but all of them seem to be like windows that you normally can't open.
Shit.
But then there are like 2 or 3 that can be opened, but one of them's in the room where J-Rock and the old man are having a conversation, and one of them is in the kitchen where his wife is making a pot of tea, and the third one you don't know where it goes.
I'll try the third one.
No, Toby.
What?
Wait until the wife leaves to bring the tea to.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
do
I'll
the
do
third
that.
one. Do the third one. No balls.
I'm gonna wait until they bring the tea.
Come on,
That's-
you ever played like Hitman or anything?
I suck at Hitman.
Oh,
Oh
What?
no, they're the one doing the stealth.
Yeah, I know. I thought there were other people coming with me.
Nope.
Nope.
Guess
I
I'll
have. What do I have in stealth? I have -1.
Yeah, and my character's too much of a pussy to get to do it.
So, are you waiting for her to leave with tea?
Yeah.
It takes not too long, and then she just kind of like takes your teapot. She doesn't really notice anything, just kind of do. But takes only the teapot. And she has left the room.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try to wait. So the window's locked, right? Or like you can't
Well,
get
the
in?
window's like, you can definitely open it, but it's like, I don't know. You can try,
Okay.
but you can definitely open it. It's not locked.
Shit, I could have knocked on the window and cast Charm Person. Fuck. Okay.
I fucking walked in the house and cast her.
Damn
Like,
it.
oh my god.
Okay.
She's
I have no idea.
But then they would have known you would have charmed them, so they would have been like,
yeah. Instead, I charmed him with my good looks and my absorption of the town history, and the fact,
no, he's just an old man who has a lot of stories to tell, and
Yeah.
no one really to talk to.
like the fact that this town has no name.
Okay, I have a really dumb idea. I have a disguise kit in my inventory.
Are you in the house or not?
No, I'm like by the
Did you
back
climb?
window.
Oh my god, you're so tired.
I see the
What?
wife and just like life.
Okay.
Wait, please hold.
I don't know what to do.
I-
Continue.
Hmm?
I'm just looking stuff up in the background. Please continue.
oh god. He's looking up their stats.
No, I'm not.
Okay, anybody have any ideas?
Search around. You know, if
Candy.
someone comes at you, just, give them an excuse, lie to them, be like, yo, I don't know how I ended up here.
You're trying to look for a way
Stupid
out.
idea, that's not gonna work, but you should do it. They have a kid. The disguised as the kid.
Or if you, walk around and be like, yo, how'd I get here?
No,
Where can I get
no,
out?
No. Disguise as the wife and just knock out the wife.
No.
But the wife is there.
What?
Knock out the wife and disguise as him.
No, because you gotta make tea. And you gotta roll to
Yeah,
make
she
tea and all
walked
that.
into the other room with a teapot.
No, I say you just explore, alright? Try not to get seen and explore. And if you do get seen, give the BS excuse of, I have no idea how I ended up here.
Okay, I'll just. How loud would it be if I broke the window?
Broke the windows can be opened.
Yeah,
What?
Open,
You said
open.
they couldn't. Okay.
Well, no, it was the 3 windows can be opened, and this one's not locked. Like it's
Oh,
just kind of
okay.
like sitting there open.
I'll open it. I'll climb in then.
Right, so you're climbing in.
I have a +3 to stealth. Please.
Yeah, so you climb in. There's not too much noise going on. There's
You know.
definitely some like slight rustling, but other than that, nothing much. Good
Yeah,
view.
my
You
talking
feel
is
like-
louder.
A shitty die. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. So, like, what does the room look like?
Bog standard kitchen, has you climbed in like almost over the sink.
And where's the room that I didn't know what was in it because the window was fucked up?
Well, no, it's just kind of dark in there.
Oh.
There's no door on the kitchen. Like it just has a sliding door that's slid open right now.
Okay.
I remember something. Toby, didn't you steal a lockbox from here when we were saving them?
I don't think so.
I thought you took it. I'm like, hey, this is a cool lockbox. I'll leave it though, because it's not mine. And you're like, I'll take it.
I don't think I did. Are you sure?
I think
I think you were looking at it and then put it back.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Also, J-Rock, wife comes in with tea,
Yes.
with the teapot, puts it down, and says, "Here, I'll be right back."
Okay, I sip it
shit.
this time.
No. It's just a teapot.
Oh, I thought you said tea, and okay, fine.
It's just a teapot. She just puts a teapot down. She's like,
Okay,
"Oh, I'll be right back."
I sip the tea. No.
I sip it. I... Alrighty, back to Toby.
Hi.
She might be coming back in to
Oh,
get
And
tea
you hear
cups.
some shuffling coming from down the hall.
Okay, where's spots I can go?
You could probably hide behind the door. Well, like,
Wait,
by
is
the
her
door.
daughter home? Or
Well, they have like you would say younger boy that you would say from
Is
the
he-
beginning.
is he home right now though?
You don't really know. You haven't really seen him around too much.
Okay, I'm gonna cast. Wait, can I cast minor illusion on myself and turn into the kid? Like, is that what minor illusion does? I have no idea. I haven't used
Well,
that
you
spell
could-
before.
You could probably minor illusion into like the wall.
Or
Oh yeah, okay, I'll do that.
why don't you minor illusion into the floor and walk around?
Can I
No.
do that?
Well, no, it's like a
You
stationary.
could probably
Oh,
cast minor illusion to make your skin look kind of wall-like, so you would have advantage on like
Mhm.
not being seen.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alrighty, so you're doing that.
Mhm.
So minor illusion, does it take time to cast?
I don't think so. Hang on, let me look at the spell description.
I don't think it is.
It says 1 minute, but is that how long it lasts, or?
Last. And what is the VSM say?
What's the VSM? I just
And-
have a.
Does it say VSM, comma whatever?
It just says S, comma M.
Okay, so that means it just needs to be spoken. If I remember correctly. I forget what V. I forget.
I forget as well.
Minor-
Um,
well, why don't you cast it on some? If they come up, why don't you minor illusion? You can make it the illusion that. Can you cast it on someone else to make it the illusion that they don't see you?
No,
Okay.
it would have to be like on yourself or something.
Okay. Can you like cast it in front of you so they don't see you?
Probably.
And then you could walk away and leave it up.
Well, it can't move.
Yeah. It doesn't move, but you do. You just right in front of you. Like smoke and mirrors, you know. They don't see anything.
Alright, so are you casting minor illusion?
Yeah.
Already. Whew, okay. Yeah, so you're casting minor illusion. The wife's foot, like, sets foot into the kitchen, and minor illusion takes place. And it's not the best illusion,
Fuck.
you would say. It's definitely doing something, but nothing really too special.
Hmm.
S
And
means
then-
like your hands do something, like you make a hand gesture or something.
Yeah, basically. Or like you're moving a bit, so it's not the best. With bonuses, that would be
Like the Naruto hand jutsu thing. Is it no, it's Naruto, right? I've never seen Naruto.
that would okay. The wife kind of like looks at where you're standing behind the illusion, and she looks kind of confused, but then it's like, forget it, and goes, opens a cupboard, grabs a whole bunch of cups, well, and then takes them out to the front again. You are now alone in the kitchen.
Are there any like other doors that aren't over where she just went?
There's a door into what you would assume is like a cupboard of sorts, like a walk-in pantry,
Hmm.
sort of, or like a storeroom.
Mhm.
And then the doorway, sliding doorway into the hall. And you can see a doorway across from it that is slightly ajar.
I'll go into the one that's slightly ajar.
Alright, so you're crossing the hallway.
Wait, will they be able to see me?
They do not see you.
Okay.
So do you kind of push open the door?
Yeah.
Kind of go in. So you push open the door, and it is the dark room that you saw.
Oh, cool.
So it's the window that was kind of dark.
Hmm.
You go in there, and it looks almost like a bedroom. And
Kinky.
you see someone is definitely in the bed,
Ah! Can I see who it is?
but they're not awake.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna
So
be
you're
stealthy.
gonna
It's
go
their
see who it
daughter.
is?
No, hang on. I'm not going to see who it is. Stop rolling.
Alright.
Hang on.
I will save that number for later.
Let's assume-
Alright.
I have charm person. I'm fine. Wait. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, I'm gonna walk up and see if I can see who it is.
Yeah, if they wake up, just tell them it's a dream and tell them to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So this person's like, I don't know, sleeping decently well. For it being midday, you're kind of wondering why they're sleeping, especially why their window is kind of paneled to be darked out. You don't really pay it too much mind. And you kind of go up, and you can tell that it's the younger boy that the two older folks were taking care of.
Okay. I'm gonna walk out of there then and go look at the other rooms.
So as you are turning to leave, you hear footsteps in the hallway.
Ah!
You're in a
can I
dark
try-
room.
Reminder, you are in a dark
yeah.
room, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
door is only slightly ajar.
Is there space under the bed?
The door
Don't-
opens inwards, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, just can you hide against the wall and cast minor illusion again?
Probably.
It's a good chance that she won't come in. So just like hide behind the door.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
hide
hide behind the door.
You don't need to cast illusion. Don't waste your spell
Yeah.
slots.
It's a cantrip. Does it take? Hold up. Am I stupid?
No, cantrips do not take slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Minor illusion is a cantrip. So
Okay,
like,
this is
I-
what. All right, hide behind the door, but lay on the floor and pretend to be like asleep or whatever. And if they come and wake you up, be like, "Yo, how the heck did I get in here?" All right. Okay.
I thought you were gonna tell me to cast minor illusion and make myself a carpet. I was like, what the fuck happened? Did they step on me?
Alrighty, so you're laying by the door?
No, I'm standing by the door. I'm not doing
You're
that.
Hiding
standing by
behind
the
it.
door. Okay, so in the hallway, you hear footsteps, and then you hear, oh. It's like a light, oh. And then you can hear the old man's wife kind of walk up to the door,
Shit.
and like she puts her hand on the handle, and it's kind of like going to close it. But then she's like, and pushes the door open and starts walking towards the kid in bed.
And I'm like behind her, right?
You're like behind the door ish.
Okay.
Like you're in
I'm
you're in
gonna-
like a little spot behind the door and by a wall.
Can I cast minor illusion on myself and make
No, no,
myself?
no, no. Sneak out. See if you can sneak out. That's what I
wanna
say you
see
do.
if I-
So what's going on here?
Or actually, wait,
Uh,
minor illusion. Yeah, and then watch what she does.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It's a minor illusion.
Yeah.
Alrighty. The illusion is kind of, well, you're just kind of dark. So you're just kind of dark in the corner a bit more. So it's, yeah, it's not that bad. And you are currently a stealth.
Hell yeah.
And then the wife kind of goes and kind of sits on the edge of the bed and is kind of like, like patting his head as he's sleeping.
Oh.
And she looks like quite happy, you would say.
Ah.
And then she's like, leans over, kisses him on the forehead, and then gets up and starts to walk out.
Okay.
Why don't
You notice her lips did move as if she was saying something when she leaned in.
Dang.
It is quite dark though, so you can't really actually tell.
Shit.
Oh, is that maybe? Can you roll for perception to see if you like see, anything suspicious in the house?
Anything suspicious in the room?
Yeah. Well, I meant when she goes
Alright.
out, or actually maybe in the room, cause yeah, she whispered.
Toby, what shall you do?
Sorry, I zoned out. What happened?
Are you going to
kinda,
roll
like,
for
leaned in.
perception
I
to
can't
see?
hear when multiple people are talking. You're gonna have
Okay.
to do it one at a time.
Okay, she kind of leaned in, whispered something, kissed his forehead, and got up and walked out.
Okay.
And then shut the door, so it latched behind her.
Ah, shit, am I locked in?
I mean, there's a window,
Fuck.
Or you can
but
open
that's
the
over
door.
the bed.
Bro, this kid wakes up whenever we fall backwards onto the bed. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can open the door.
Well, you can definitely open the door, but it seems like it would be a loud door to open, since it was
Shit.
quite a click,
Just
quite a clack when it
get
closed.
out through the window.
And also, you can kind of
Because you said you're quite acrobatic.
You can kind of sense with like your hearing that she's kind of just sitting in the kitchen.
Okay,
like-
I'm gonna try to climb out the window then.
Why? There's another
What?
room you can explore, right?
And
Yeah,
there
but
is
the
like
door
a
is in your way.
sliding door to would assume is like his closet of sorts.
Sure, I'll go in
That's
the
like
closet.
close.
Let's see what's in there.
Oh no, Toby's about to come out of the closet.
Toby, leave the kid's room and go to another room in the house.
She can't without
That
alerting.
involves going into the hallway.
Yeah, which involves going into the kitchen.
Well, it involves going like right by the kitchen door, which is sliding door open. So
Yep. So, or actually, see if you see anything suspicious in the room.
Do I see anything suspicious in the room?
nothing too bad. It's just like
Not even
A
some
younger
lotion
kid's
and
room.
tissues.
Does the
No, there is
closet
nothing
look
like
like
that.
it would be loud?
not too bad. It's just like it actually doesn't look like too loud of a door, like a decently
Okay,
quiet
I'll
door.
try to open it quietly.
You go to slide the door, and it squeaks
Ah!
quite loudly.
Shit.
And the kid kind of rustles in bed. And he's like, but then he
Kid's
falls
a
back asleep.
vampire.
Okay. Did I like open the closet enough to see in?
Well, you could, but it's insanely dark, and oh god, you have dark vision, don't you? Motherfucker.
I'm not sure.
Let me look.
Are you
swear
human?
by- Do halflings have dark vision?
Oh, you're halfway? I didn't know that.
Yeah, what's your race, Neckbeard?
Dwarf.
Oh.
Doing things by race now, are we?
Well, my race is Florida.
This man said you were the Florida man.
T-Rex allowed it. In fact, when he asked my race, he was like, you know what? You're Florida.
Florida man. I gave him some odd bonuses and negatives.
-2 to intelligence. Hell yeah.
Wait, so do I have dark vision?
I don't believe so.
Fuck. Okay, hang on. I think I have like.
Is there a spell you can cast to give you?
Unless I want to cast Thunder Wave and almost kill the kid. No. Wait, does Thunder Wave create light? I have a candle. I actually have 5 candles.
Yes, light the house on fire.
No, I'm just lighting the candle to see in.
So, do you light the candle?
Yes.
The entire
in
house
the
catches
process
fire.
of lighting the candle, because the room is insanely dark. Holy shit, it's bright.
Bruh.
Like, you can even, like, kind of push it into the closet to kind of hide it behind the door, but even kind of, like, because the door is kind of thin, you can almost see it through the door.
I'm
a
gonna
tiny bit.
lift up my. Actually, it's probably not a good idea to put my cloak near fire, is it?
Probably not.
No, it's not.
But the
Okay.
candle,
I'm gonna
you
like
kind of
Now
social
what does she
distance
see?
my cloak from the flame and like try to hide it.
So what you see in there is just closet full of clothes. There's
Bruh.
some
Fuck.
Take some clothes.
boxes.
Take some clothes. Take some
No.
clothes.
Right.
I'm gonna see
We
what's
can
in
use
the
it for a
boxes.
disguise later.
Okay, so there's like you would say 2 boxes on the top shelf that are like reachable, and there's 3 on the on the floor, just kind of scattered about.
Okay, I'll check the top ones first.
Top ones. Okay, so you take the box on the left down. Are you gonna just open it up?
Yeah.
You open up the box, and it's like a pair of like decent quality dress shoes.
Oh dang. Okay, I'm gonna put them back and look in the other box.
You take down the box, you open it up, and it looks like a bunch of childhood like charms of sorts that the kid made.
Charms?
Yeah, like stuff that the kid made and brought home.
Oh, okay.
Like macaroni
Uh,
pitchers.
Basically.
Okay, I'm gonna look in the boxes.
And then you
on-
put the box back up, and you hear something knock against it.
Oh. I'm gonna take it down again and try to hold the candle up to see what it was. Can I see up that far?
Well, you can see like the very edge of another box.
Okay, I'm gonna try to grab that.
You here. Well, you kind of like grab the box down, and you open up the box. You give it a take the box down, open it up, and laying on like you'd say like hay of sorts, but not really hay, more of just like a soft material. There is a silver locket that is not open.
I'm gonna open the locket.
You open the locket, and there's a small light inside of it, and it starts playing a song very quietly.
Do I know what song it is?
You do not.
Shit.
Take it with you.
And on the locket, inside the locket, there's a picture of what looks to be a younger girl, and an emblem beside that.
Can you like describe the emblem?
It looks to be not like the German imperial eagle, but like an eagle in flight, you would say.
American eagle.
No.
Bald eagle.
No, it's like an eagle in flight, and it's like
Freedom.
there's an arrow flying over it, and that's about
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna put it back in the box and just put the box back.
So you're closing the locket
Yeah,
and putting it back up on the shelf.
yeah.
Okay, you're keeping everything in the order that you placed it, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you put it back in generally the same order, and you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Oh no! Fuck!
And
Cast charm person, cast charm person.
And be like, yo, where the heck am I? I'm trying to find that out.
the kid is like, you would say he's like 12-ish.
Shit, he knows I'm not supposed to be
Wait,
doing that then.
Like he's like 12, and he's got up, tapped you on the right shoulder,
Shit.
and he's like, "What are you doing here?"
Shit,
Say,
shit,
I don't
shit.
know. Say you don't
hang
know.
on. Hang
'Cause
on,
you-
hang on,
you-
no.
You
If I
really
say-
don't know.
I have +5 persuasion. I can try to do some. I can try to persuade him that I'm like, I don't know, the fucking tooth fairy or some shit.
No, no,
12-year-old
that you're a
24.
dream. That you're a dream.
Ooh, this is a dream.
Are you actually trying to fucking do that?
No, just see, Toby.
I have
Toby.
+5 persuasion.
Just say you
Charm
don't
person
know,
as well.
because
Charm
you
person as
literally
well.
don't know why you're here, other than suspicion.
Alrighty, so what are you doing?
Ooh, this is a dream.
This is
-1.
dream.
Roll
Oh,
at
okay.
disadvantage.
Okay, so that's what you have to beat.
I have +5, please. Please. What?
Oh.
Twice? No!
He's looking at you sideways, like the head tilt and everything, and he's
I'm
like,
gonna be like, that was
I
a
am very much awake.
yeah, that was a really stupid joke. I'm sorry. Your mom actually just sent me in here to find something for her.
Why would they? They don't look in here.
You're in
No,
the
she
wrong
was
place.
Why
like,
are you
there was
here?
like a necklace or some shit that she wanted me to find for her.
Do you know where any necklaces are?
Okay, he looks quite taken aback when you say necklace.
Fu-
He's like, what did you find in there?
Nothing.
And he looks quite angry.
I found like some fancy looking shoes, a little box of like kids' crafts, but other than that, I couldn't really find anything. I was just about to go back and tell her that I didn't find the necklace.
He looks partially relieved, you would say. But he's also like, you would say, still angry. And he says, "Why are you here?"
I told you I was in the living room with your mother and your father, and they wanted me to go find something for them because I'm pretty good at sneaking around, and they didn't want to wake you up, so they were like,
I really don't care about what they were trying to find. I'm wondering why they wanted you to do it.
I just told you why, because they tend to walk pretty loudly, and I am naturally stealthy, so they wanted me to just come in here and try to find it without waking you up, and I clearly failed in doing so. Sorry.
So can you please go back to bed so I can just get out of here?
She looks at you and just kind of leave.
Alright.
Except, like, you feel it in your soul.
Is
Like,
this
a wave of just, like, energy hits you, and you're just like, I need to leave now.
Okay, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna try to go back
wait.
out the way I can.
Quick question. Is it like leave that she feels it in an emotional sense, or is it he's casting magic?
No, she feels it in, like, an emotional sense.
Okay.
Like, definitely like a, I shouldn't be here. So, yeah.
Okay, so he's not magic. Alright. So I guess she has to stealth out the front door because the mom is there.
Yeah. Yeah, so are you gonna open the door and kind of go into the hall?
Yeah.
Okay. The door is like clack as
Shit.
it opens.
Okay, can I just like run?
I mean, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Zoom.
Where are you gonna run?
Out the front door.
Out the way you came
Oh
in.
my god.
Out the closest exit. Out the closest
Okay,
exit.
no, I'm gonna sprint through the kitchen like really, really fast, then I'm gonna try to jump through. I'm gonna try to jump out the kitchen window. I'm running really fast and I'm gonna jump out the kitchen window. I have +5 acrobatics. Please.
Alrighty.
Or you can lie to the mom saying like I was practicing teleportation skills and I somehow ended up here.
Okay. So you decide to run to the kitchen window and dive through it. Except your running form is terrible. So you are as loud as like a fucking dinosaur. You're like bum 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 on like their hardwood floors. You've woken up everybody in the household. And then you do a perfect swan dive through the window.
Did
And now
anybody
you're
see me,
outside the
though?
house.
Did anybody see me?
No, but everyone heard you.
Yeah, but that's okay. They didn't see me. Okay, I'm gonna like. Are there
And
bushes?
cut to J Rock. You feel the ground shaking. And you hear bam 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 bam.
You're like
And you have no idea what it is. And the old man gets up really confused and starts like kind of panicking and runs out into the hallway.
okay, I ask what's going on and I follow him.
He just says leave. And then you feel quite compelled to leave.
Okay, I leave.
So you're just gonna go chill with Clarence.
Yep.
Alrighty. And Toby, you are hiding in a bush, correct?
Yes. If I
Where?
hear that dice.
No, I've been rolling it on my mouse pad.
Oh shit.
So you haven't been hearing the rolls.
That's so much
Every
worse.
now and then we hear a roll though.
Yeah, I know. Because sometimes I'm like. So, remember how I said you could watch your dog run away for like half an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very flat.
Oh,
And
so there's no bushes?
There's basically no trees. There's some tall grass, but it's not very tall. You would
She
say
can
like,
hide behind
I'm
Clarence.
gonna lie down in it.
She can hide
you would
behind
say the
Clarence
grass
because
is,
Clarence is
like,
outside.
5 inches tall.
She can plank.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
like 5 inches tall. Is,
Shit.
like, some of the grass closer to the house, and then farther away it goes up to like
Hide
maybe a
behind
foot
my
if you're
gator.
lucky.
Mm.
Hide
So are
behind
you
my
gonna
gator.
go for like the far grass or something?
Hang
or are
on,
you
wait.
just
Can you
gonna,
move
like,
into the
go
other
for it?
voice channel for a sec?
Okay.
Oh no. I'm really afraid of the idea she has.
I'm sitting here reading my book and my character is yes, magic.
Yes, magic. Yes. I'm telling you, you gotta find out like the background of the posh dude.
I don't think I want to figure it out. I heard he has some connection with an empire. We don't know what empire. We know
Okay.
he has a connection with an empire.
Yeah, and whenever, even if he's out of earshot, he can hear you. I mean, I'm sure you know that because, yeah.
I'm back.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, so you're kind of chilling at the front of the house.
Okay, I'm in.
Remember how your steps are like as loud as dinosaurs?
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, they're still quite loud.
Shit.
So
I'm
it's
gonna
like
run
thump,
away
thump,
from
thump,
the
thump,
door.
thump, thump,
Okay,
into the
okay,
front,
wait.
like to the front yard. And at this point, like you hear quite a commotion going on inside the house.
I'm gonna run away.
No. Wait. I can. Alright, since I'm outside the house now, I can tell Clarence to like start making noise and say, "Sorry, that was my alligator."
Ooh, damn.
And
This is
that's what I'll
metagaming
do.
shit right now. Okay.
From Jimmy's house.
No, it's outside that house.
Which I hear from Jimmy's house. Oh, look outside to see Toby jump out a window.
So you're just like looking outside to see what's happening.
Yeah, I'll look outside to see what's happening.
Yeah, so you see an alligator just kind of like walking around, but it's like unusually loud because you've heard the alligator walk around, and it's kind of like a flop, flop, flop.
Yeah,
flop,
well, I
flop.
mean,
But this is like
alligators
a bam,
hunt.
bam, 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 bam.
Alligators
So
hunt.
it's like
You know, it was
it's quite loud.
it was a
It's
prey.
absurdly loud.
Yeah, it was a prey it ate. Bones and all.
Oh my god. Fucking J-Ron. So you see the old man and the lady, like his wife, like almost burst down the front door, and they're like, "What is that racket?" And just like, "Why was it in our house?" Explanation, please.
It wasn't. That was the. It just sounded like it was because it was so loud.
Yeah, so they're kind of like, I mean, they sort of look like they're believing it.
Okay.
Like you never really knew, like, I don't know how smart you would say they were,
Well, keep
but
in
they're
mind.
believing it.
All right,
Like,
no.
You would assume they're believing it.
Okay, keep in mind this is technically not a deception because I never knew that Toby jumped out or whatever. So
Alright.
this is what I genuinely believe.
So they're just kind of outside the house now, but then the kid comes out.
Shit.
Like the door kind of like is, you would
Kid
say
comes
ajar,
out. Oh, who are you?
and
I
then
haven't
see
met
his
you before.
hand kind of just like, think, and then slides open the door, And then he is like, "Who are you?"
I don't.
While
I'm
pointing
Florida
at
Man.
Florida Man.
I'm Florida Man. Who are you?
What are you riding?
It's an alligator. Its name is Clarence. It only eats hay and sometimes people.
At the sometimes people line, he kind of like takes a step back.
Chill, it's a joke. It only eats hay. It's vegan. Or vegetarian. I never really learned the difference.
Oh my god. Fucking vegan alligators. Here we go, folks.
What?
Oh, a fucking vegan alligator. Why? What the why? What the Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Here we go. Yeah, the kid's just like generally confused because it's like it looks like a predator, but it eats hay. He's like, maybe.
I mean, this
doesn't
is
really
this
look
is
too
literally a
concerned about
land
it.
with wizards, all right? It's a magical creature.
He doesn't look too concerned about it. But then he like lets out a big yawn, and he's basically just like, "I'm going back to sleep now. Good night." And then walks back in the house without saying anything else.
Okay.
But both of them are out there, the old man and his wife, and they're both kind of like, okay,
Hey, T-Rex.
and they both just look confused, and they both kind of just, we're gonna go back inside.
Okay,
now.
okay. And all right, T-Rex. Quick question about the history of the town. All right. Did I hear anything about an empire previously in the town? A relation with the town?
Well, not directly from the town, but it's on the borderlands of the Union of Cities, which is sometimes referred to as the Empire, and the Sky Clan.
Okay. So, and how's it related to the town?
It's like, it's almost directly on the border between the Union of Cities and the Sky Clan.
Okay.
It's more on the Union side, though, you'd say.
Okay.
Like, it's definitely on the Union side rather than the Sky Clan side, but the border is basically in view,
Alright.
but there's no real markings of it.
Okay.
Everyone just assumes that the town is the border.
Alright. So once when, I meet up with Toby again, I talk to her about what she found and all, and I find out. And with my history of the town, we can make the assumption that, they're probably like an escapee from one of the towns, like war criminals maybe, or refugees. They're criminals or refugees, alright?
Oh man. Bro, good thing you have some fucking wacky decks, because you're jumping to conclusions, man. Holy shit.
You're
Fucking
laughing
playing long
because I'm
jump
already
over here.
spoiling the plot.
I mean, not really.
Damn it.
What plot? Haha.
T-Rex is constantly changing. Crap, they're not refugees anymore. I gotta change it.
Well, no, they never were in the first place.
Okay.
They just kind of showed up one day when they were younger, and they were quite close to the old owner of the town.
Yeah.
So...
Was that crest, like that description of a crest, mentioned at all?
What?
You know how in the necklace there was the eagle with the arrow? Like.
There was no mention of it.
Oh. Never mind then. There goes my theory.
But the Sky Clan does have their, like, animal, you would say, as an eagle. So you would assume it's something to do with them.
Okay. Well, there you go, folks. They betrayed the Sky Clan and now they're running from them.
Bruh.
Alright.
Alrighty. Yeah, so you guys are just kind of vibing outside their house right now.
So, alright.
Yeah.
When is the next... Alright. when is my table coming in, and when are the teacups coming in?
Here, I'm gonna roll perception for an accurate. Yeah. So there's no notice of like anything happening other than the commotion outside. But like as you go, look out the window, and then you're kind of like, oh, it's just those idiots, and then turn back around, your teacups are on a table.
Well,
4 gold missing from my inventory.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
So he is a wizard.
so 6.
Yeah,
Hey,
and now
can
you
I-
have a set of 4 teacups.
Neckbeard, I think you should ask how they just magically appeared, if the friend's a wizard or something. That way you can get guidance.
Mm.
And or if we can figure out if he's evil or not. But I'm rolling with the assumption he's good because I don't want to get killed.
Where did my reading go?
Oh, yeah,
Whoa,
your
that's
reading
going
here.
on.
Ta-da.
You learned the alphabet.
Yeah, so you definitely
Wonderful.
made some more understanding.
Okay.
Like there's like a definite understanding going on. Like you find yourself close to a what you would call a breakthrough,
Mm-hmm.
but like you're definitely getting there. You're definitely getting close to a breakthrough.
Use magic. Okay. So, are you guys gonna try the tavern now?
Fuck, both of them going. In the tavern at once. Oh my
Can I like go up outside the tavern and apologize or something?
God. Well, you always can.
I mean, I want to get on good terms with them.
I mean, you can try. You can like go up outside and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, I'm sorry for causing a disturbance. My gator's back home tied up.
So the lady owning the tavern, kind of like, just like, and then opens the gateway to behind the bar, and comes out in front of it and walks out to the entrance.
Hmm.
And she's just like,
I'm sorry.
"You're a real nuisance, you know."
I've been told that
But,
many times.
Yeah. You know, don't be rude to the customers. Don't be a disturbance, and I'll let you in.
Okay.
But yeah, just don't be you, please.
Don't be me.
And then she just kind of like, oh well, it's more patronage, I guess.
Eh.
And then walks back to behind the bar and continues.
Quick
idle
question
work.
for the group. Quick question. Have you guys like, what do you know about the tavern person?
Nothing.
She's very particular about no one touching her bottle.
She doesn't
daughter
like to
is
give
there.
away 3 cups of alcohol at once.
True.
Oh,
Her daughter
So-
is there with her, but no one really knows where they stay.
I think it's time tonight we go in and talk to him. You know, civilly.
Of course, of course.
Have I told them about the eagle thing, or are we just gonna pretend they know?
Well, you told me because I was like, yeah. Afterwards, we met up and talked.
Okay.
And Neckbeard was still reading because he's a nerd.
Alrighty.
We can tell him over a tavern.
So you guys
I'm done
are
reading. I'm gonna head to the tavern for a drink.
Yeah.
I'll buy
already.
it.
Do you like read until you have a breakthrough, or just like, and then go for a drink?
I'll take a drink for now and go for a drink.
Go for a drink. That'll cause his
Alrighty.
breakthrough.
Alrighty. So you're heading to the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you all heading to the tavern?
Mhm.
Alrighty. So you all kind of meander up to the bar, and you're kind of all just like, you guys just want drinks, food, do whatever.
Yeah. you know.
Right. So you guys just order like glasses of ale, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are here again, but as long as I'm getting paid." And then she just kind of grabs down a jug with like relative ease, like basically looks like there's nothing in it,
Yeah.
and then pours 3 glasses, and then it kind of looks like she's
So,
having a bit more trouble putting it back up.
you know, I think one of you guys should offer because I don't feel like I should put it up.
Well, she gets the
Oh, she gets it back up.
big keg back up there.
Okay. I was wondering if that was
Easily.
like a hey, we should help her out and maybe get something type. Yeah. I refrained from that. Anyways, while she was pouring or whatever, I prefaced like, hey, I heard when you guys moved in, you guys acquired the bar, and I'd like to know more details about how you acquired it.
She kind of looks like story for another day. Let's call it that. And she kind of changes the topic quickly to, hey, did you hear that big commotion outside the old man's house?
Yeah, I did hear it. What do you think it was?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was one of you idiots.
I have no idea why you believe that. That is totally an incorrect assumption. I'm honestly really offended.
She's glaring at you.
Oh, I'm gonna shut up.
She just like looks
Just
at
give
you.
her a confused
you
look and just take a sip of my ale.
Alrighty. Yeah, there's no effects of the ale. Your hand feels kind of tingly though. Well, at least no effects yet. Alrighty.
So wait, alright, I'm thinking about getting into a drinking contest with her.
You what?
I want to.
Are you gonna say, do you have any drinking contests or whatever?
Yeah, just be like, hey, how about we drink a contest? If you lose, you tell me like how you acquired the whole history of this tavern. And if I lose,
She kind of like side eyes you, and then she goes into the back room.
If I lose, I'm hitting on your daughter.
No.
Yeah, so she's currently sitting in the back room.
No.
Well, like, not sitting, but like doing something.
Yeah. Well, if I lose, I won't show up again at the bar or tavern or whatever.
Alrighty. She comes back out, and there are 2 very small glasses, and 1 bottle of, you cannot really tell what's in it.
Okay.
And she kind of just places it down really gently on the bar counter.
Now, I'd like to argue I have, I shouldn't roll at disadvantage at the very least because I downed the tea earlier. So, anyway.
Alrighty, are we going for a drinking contest?
I think we will.
What are the stakes here?
If I lose, I won't show up again. If you lose, you have to tell me the entire story of the tavern.
Counter offer. If I lose, I'm taking place of tavern owner. If I lose, I tell you some of the story, and you're allowed back in. But if you lose, give me 4 gold and don't show up again.
2 gold and it's a deal.
She kind of thinks about it for a minute. 3.
1. No. 3, I'll take it.
3? Alright. So the stakes have been set. 3
Okay.
gold, and you leave forever, or a bit of information, and you're allowed back in.
Yes, it's worth it.
It's worth it. Alrighty. So, well, I guess,
Okay, guys.
here, let's flip a coin.
I whisper to them out of her earshot, alright? When she's drunk, I want you to ask her questions. If she gets drunk.
She side-eyes you, and is kind of like, what are you doing?
She out of her earshot.
Anyways, heads or tails?
Let's go with heads.
Alright, you go first.
Okay.
So you have +3 Constitution?
Yes.
You down it, like, just fine, but goddamn, this stuff is strong. So it's like,
Fireball.
you're starting to feel like a little off already.
Okay. Damn
And then for her, she downs it with no visible, like, disgust or whatever. Like, she looks perfectly fine.
Yeah. Alright.
And then for you, you down the next one, and you are starting to feel, like, really drunk.
Fuck.
Like, you've had, like, 2 really small glasses of it. Like, smaller than, like, you would say a shot glass. So, like, maybe 1 full shot glass. But holy shit. Like, you are out of it, man.
Mhm.
And you're
But
like,
I'm still up. I can
"Ooh,
still
okay,
drink.
You're still up. You're still up. But yeah, you're very. Whew. And she takes another one, and she still looks perfectly fine.
Alright. Well, before I take another one, I tell them, remember about the tea, how you woke me up there. I tell the group that, and
You
then
take
I go
another
in turn.
one, and the effects are basically the same. You still feel like not worse, but not better. You're definitely still just like, ooh, okay.
Okay, yes.
living.
So I can keep going.
She takes another one, and she's starting to look a little, definitely like not out of it, but she's kind of like, why am I here, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I keep going.
Keep going.
I'm not losing the gold. I don't care about the tavern. I am not losing the gold.
You totally went like, you know, the fucking scene. Never mind. You fucking, well, bam! You're like,
Dead.
drink that so fucking fast, and you're perfectly fine.
Yes.
Like, you're still feeling like the same as before, but it's like, no other effects came up.
Okay.
And then she takes hers, and she still looks, albeit like still kind of like regretting her life choices, but she's still like perfectly fine. And then back to you.
Uh-huh.
You take one more, and you're starting to feel quite dizzy.
I'm still
Like,
not
it's
out
probably
yet.
not a good idea to keep going. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Well, if I stop, I lose gold.
She takes another one, and she's starting to look a little, like, out of it. But less out of it, and more of, like, why am I here? Why is this idiot here? Why are any of us? So, like, life choices are being regretted right now.
Well, but
You take another one, and you seem to be perfectly fine.
yeah, see, my goal
Like-
with this is that at least at the bare minimum, earn her respect. Because you said she
Like,
can
you're
down,
you're
like,
still, like, feeling quite dizzy and, like, not okay, but
Yeah.
it's not worse. She takes another one, same thing. She's still regretting her life choices, but she's still perfectly fine. Whew, okay, you take another one, and you are starting to, like, you're kind of, like, leaning on the table now, more than anything.
come
and
on.
You're having trouble keeping your eyelids up. She takes another one and still looks perfectly fine, albeit looking a little smug.
Damn it.
You take another one, no real change in condition, still feeling like quite out of it. She takes one, still looking very smug, and still looks perfectly fine, albeit starts to like teeter a tiny bit.
I'm hoping she just takes one and falls out. Can y'all, like, drug her drinks or something?
No.
Damn it.
You take another one, and you are starting to feel quite a bit worse. Your eyelids are getting really heavy. Like you're starting to feel like you should be falling asleep right now. But
As
not
you're
really.
yawning.
Yeah, I know. But it's like you feel like you should be blacking out like pretty quick.
Mhm.
Like it's getting there. She takes one, like not that bad, teetering a bit more, and has to like kind of like stumble to one side and put her hand on the table to like, whew. And
Mhm.
then you take another one. You're like, yeah, not looking good, but still up. She takes one, starting to teeter a bit more, quite a bit. Decides to like pull up a stool and it just sits down.
Mhm.
You take another one and, good God, that one hit hard. You are like basically blacked out at this point.
But still up.
Oh, good God.
I'm going until I'm down. All right, just keep going until I'm down, and just tell me when.
She takes another one, sitting there looking quite smug. Like, has the quite smug, you know? And yeah, you're out.
Damn it. And then do one for her. Just, you know.
Of course. Yeah, she's sitting there, takes the final one, and puts it upside down while looking.
Dang it.
And you have been declared the loser.
Dang it. No,
But
the
then
gold.
she's like slurring really heavily. She's like, oh, well, you're done quite well, so might as well, I guess. You're allowed back, but give me the 3 gold.
Oh, damn it.
And then she's kind of just like resting her head against the table. So yeah.
Alright, I'm down to 3 gold now. And I've earned her respect. Because I nearly beat her.
Nearly.
This is the moment I finished my Tankard of Ale.
You're gonna finish yours. Your hand is quite tingly. You're not really sure why. Like, I don't know. You finish it. There's no real effects other than your hands are kind of tingly. And are we going to time skip a bit because J-Rock is like totally just black?
Actually, I think I have to go. So can we end the session or?
We've been going for a long time. It's 1 a.m. for me.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
1
quite
a.m.
late.
for me too.
Alrighty. So you guys are probably going back to Jimmy's house and getting set up.
Do a little bit more reading.
Yep.
Then go to bed. If it's
Now that I know
Alrighty, so are
the
you doing a
entire
bit more
history.
reading? Alrighty. I'll write that down for more reading.
So that's the end. End of session.
You go into your room, J-Rock, and there's a table there.
Yes. How high
Like, you have
quality
no
is
idea how it got there. It's definitely bigger than the door.
it? Damn
And
it.
it doesn't look like it was like an IKEA table, so like you could take it apart. Like it's one solid piece of wood.
Wow.
Like it's in that room. You're not sure how you're gonna get it out.
I'll talk to the guy next session though.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alright.
there's a table in your room. Neckbeard, you are very close to doing stuff in reading. Like you're super close to a breakthrough, you would say. And Jimmy is looking like, hey, guys made it home. How? And I don't know. You guys just kind of like, ugh, and drag J-Rock into his room and throw him in his room. And that is the end for today.
All right.
You guys all just kind of
Split and stream.